This show surprised me. At first I was like, okay, they're British and they're gay. That's a double whammy. But it's actually really good. I cried a lot of sad tears, a lot of happy tears. And I'm gonna be honest, I will not take criticism about this show. This is one of the pinnacles of art ever, and if you want to criticize it in any meaningful way, fuck you, go die. Now, I ain't read the webtoon, but I really like the way they incorporated that comic style into the show, and in fact, I wish they did that shit more often, because they was doing it a whole bunch in the first couple of episodes, and then by like the end of the show, they wasn't doing the comic panel shit anymore, and that really pissed me off because it was really cute, and it was really aesthetic, and I really liked it. So when season 2 inevitably drops, because come on, they left it on like a kind of a cliffhanger with a Tao and L situation, make that shit better. Do the fucking comic thing. It made it cartoonishly gay, and I loved it. Anyway, speaking of gay, I really liked how the kids' queerness in this show wasn't centered around the homophobia or transphobia they experienced. Like, yeah, it was mentioned, but this show was an overall happy experience of just like dumbass teenagers doing dumbass teenage shit, and like how that interacts with queerness. But the queerness wasn't defined by the homophobia or transphobia, and that shit was beautiful. I'm a bit tired of those really sad gay stories. Come on, let's make it a little happy, a little peppy. I'm not sad all the time, bitch. But there's so many incredible moments in the show. There's that scene where Nick like ran in the rain to like go see Charlie after they had their first kiss, and Charlie was on his head being like, oh, I like forced you with pressure into kissing me, I'm so sorry, and then Nick was like, no, shut the fuck up, you dumb little shit. And then Charlie wouldn't shut the fuck up, so then he just leans in and kisses him, and I was like, oh my god, I wish I had that in high school. What the fuck, nobody ran for me in the rain. And there's also the scene where Tara and Darcy had their first kiss at the party, and it had like the gay flag around it, and the editing was good, and the vibes was good, and it was cute, and it was romantic, and it was sweet, and it was adorable, and I was fucking... There's also another scene where it's like a very much more chill type of vibe, but it's Elle and Tao. Like, first of all, it's fuck Tao. Tao's an annoying piece of shit, but this scene was really cute. Elle and Tao was just chilling there watching a movie, and they just started holding hands, and they didn't even talk about it, they didn't even mention it. They just kind of just enjoyed the moment, and I was like, oh my god, that's so cute. There's also the scene where Sappho's playing, and then Nick like quadruple texts Charlie being like, are you okay, are you okay, are you okay? And I'm just saying, whoever was in the writing room and came up with that decision to make that play out the way it did, fuck, I love you. That was so good. And then they even had a scene where a dude runs in the rain for the person that they love or they like or whatever the fuck. That is so cute. Oh my god, I get it. It's a bit cliche. It's a bit of a thing. But you gotta remember, this is Britain. It rains all the fucking time. This is just what it's like there. I cried a lot watching this show. Like that teacher, what's his name? Mr. Ajayi. I probably butchered that. I'm sorry. He was just like there to comfort Charlie all the time, but it wasn't in this weird overbearing or like out of guilt type of way. He was just a cool dude who just is a cool dude. Like, he was just there, and I cried seeing those moments because I was like, I wish I had that in high school, because I didn't have that in high school. What I did have though was one time I cried in 7th grade because the teacher was making fun of me, and I didn't feel like it was fair because I couldn't tease her in the same way she teased me, and she was like, I don't understand, like, you teased me back. But in my head I was like, no, it's not the same, because there's this power dynamic, and I understood power dynamics in the fucking 7th grade, but this old ass fucking bitch couldn't understand that. So I cried. I walked out of the room crying. She came out of there, and I think she kind of guilted me a little bit. Fuck you, you piece of shit. Fuck you, 7th grade English teacher. But I was just really happy to see like high schoolers be able to be queer and open about it and just enjoy their experience and have a good time, because that was not my high school experience. I was miserable throughout high school. I was getting bullied and I didn't realize it. I thought I was the issue. I thought I was the problem. So I tried to be more like the motherfuckers who was bullying me, and like being a trans woman, but like not being able to admit that to myself, and not feeling like a man, not feeling like a boy. So I was like, well, I need to do all these things that these boys is doing around me, which involved the bullying and all that stuff. So then it was like this really toxic situation when really all I wanted to do was go sit and talk to the girls, but then like they wouldn't ever like accept me because I still was like too boyish because I was trying to be like the boys. It was just a horrible, messy situation that like, fuck, that shit sucks. God damn it. So seeing Elle, like an out trans woman in high school, just kind of being able to exist and also make friends and just have a good time. Like, yeah, there was insecurities, there was problems, there was issues. Life's not all peachy and rainbows. There's a little bit of sour lemon. It was just really cute, and it was really adorable, and it meant a lot to me, and I saw that, and I would just cry just seeing her like exist, because fuck, it's so sweet. And speaking of Elle, I really loved Elle's character. I think the writers did a really good job with the whole transness thing, because they didn't write her as this weird token trans character that only exists to be diversity. No, she was a character. She was a person first. It's just that one of the facets of her character was her transness. And I think they did that really well. She was able to have these normal high school experiences, and like transphobia and shit like that and trans experience stuff was mentioned. It wasn't really the focus. Not that there's anything wrong with it being the focus, but it's like sometimes I don't want the representation I have in media to always be like super political. I get that it's political inherently, but sometimes I just want to watch a normal trans girl do normal girl things. And I fucking loved it when she just got to do normal girl things, like have crushes, be insecure, and all that shit. And I was like, God damn, that's me, fucking Slay Queen. First of all, fuck Harry, but I will say Harry is what I imagine every white British boy to be like. From the way that he stands, from the way that he talks, to the way that he just looks like he fucking loves Fortnite. That's Britain for you. That's Britain. I'm sorry, Britain. That's your legacy. Fuck you, bitch. There's also that scene where Imogene's like, I'm not like homophobic, I'm an ally. That shit was funny as fuck. That shit was so fucking funny. That's one of those things I think they wrote into the show because they're like, yeah, this scene's gonna go viral on TikTok, baby. And most likely it probably will. Also, this next part's gonna be like a big spoiler. I don't really care. Fuck you, die. But Nick is talking to his mom, right? And he's coming out to her in the last episode, and she's like, oh my God, I love you. Like, I'm sorry that if you ever thought that you couldn't come to me about this. And then she was just so loving and accepting, and it was perfect. And I cried so much watching that scene. It was so cute. I love Nick's mom. She's my bitch. She's my ride or die. I love you. So Tao is like really fucking annoying, but there's this one really funny and cute scene where him and Ella just sitting there and they look like a lesbian couple, and I thought it was so funny. Look at that. That you're not telling me that's a young lesbian. Are you kidding me? Look at the hair. Look at the hair. But overall, I just really like the show. And also, I got a new tattoo. Look at that. It's a fairy, and the fairy has boobs. The fairy has boobies. I know, it's hot and sexy. You don't gotta tell me twice. Or you can. Just leave it in the comments below. But the show is really good. It's cute. It's sweet. It touches on like shit like homophobia and transphobia in a tasteful way that I don't think glorifies or fetishizes it. I might start reading the webtoon, and I'm already watching the show for a second time right now. Probably be watching it when I'm making my fucking thumbnail for this video. Anyways, like and subscribe. Click this video right here if you like this video. I'm sure you're gonna like my other videos if you like this video. Bye bye.